Motorcycles to the left, motorcycles to the right. Hey y'all, Fuzzy Biker here on the Hot Rod Royal Enfield Bear 249. Check that hot rod out. We have put the YSS shocks on there. I did that the other night, made a video about that. I rode it with the stock shocks a couple days ago, and I rode the same roads actually, and we're going to try to ride that pretty close today. And it just, it didn't treat me very well. How's that sound? Next day I went to Baxter Cycle. I got myself some YSS shocks right here. Check that out. And I'll put a link to this somewhere, maybe in the description. Now today we went over to Baxter's and we adjusted them out. We got the sag just right for my weight. And then as far as this goes, we mucked around with it. This is the other adjustment, it's rebound. So we got that about where we think it should be. We followed directions and all that neat stuff. So it's on 8 right now. I've driven it about 100 miles, I suppose. And I think I'm gonna drop it down 2 notches, get it a little softer and see how that does for me. And we'll just kind of see what happens with that thing. Should be a lot of fun. Check this bike out over here. This is a good buddy of mine's motorcycle. Absolutely gorgeous Royal Enfield Interceptor. I love the red, the white, the gold stripe, the pipe, that absolutely amazing tech pipe. Isn't that neat? I've been riding that here for the last 10 miles or so. It's really been a treat. Check it out. It's got just all kinds of goodies added to it. Touring seat, bag on the other side. What kind of bags you got on there? Trip machine, trip machine. I like it. I like it. I think he has 2 of them. You hook them up to these things here. Very nice. Very nice. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, anyway, so what I'm going to do is we're going to ride down the road a bit, and we're going to get to a town called Dunlop. And the road between Dunlop and Erling is where I took this the other day, and it just beat this. It was just a terribly rough road, and it's kind of my gauge. You know, it's what I use to figure out if something works good or not. Now, when I get there, I think I'll put the chest camera on, and we'll see what we learn. Wahoo! Hey y'all, we made it to Dunlop, Iowa. Hours have gone by. The sun is going down. I'm going to head home, but since we're in Dunlop, this is the road I want to test the old shocks on, the YSS. The road between Dunlop and Erling, Iowa is, well, it ain't so good. It's been a great day for motorcycle riding so far. I got to ride that beautiful little Interceptor. That thing was a hoot. Lots of little customized touches on it. That tech pipe made great sound, good power, pulled really well. It has a different shifter and brake on it compared to the Bear. The gears seem a lot closer together. The bike has a shorter wheelbase, about 2.5 inches shorter. I think it's 1400 millimeters versus 1460 on this one. This one has got a 57.5 inch wheelbase. The Interceptor standard has 55.1. Here we go, wahoo! So at our last stop, I put the shocks down on number 6 rebound, 6 from the softest setting. I did bump them back up because I think they work better on number 8. And we're going to see how that works today. Again, this is a pretty bumpy road, as you can see. I did ride this the other day on this particular motorcycle with the old shocks. So we'll really get a good comparison. The YSS are much better in every way so far. When I left the house this morning, I had no adjustment on them. Wow, this road is bad. That first 6.5 miles between Atlantic and Marnie went pretty darn well. We got the Baxters, we adjusted the sag, we did some work on the rebound, and it really improved the ride a lot. It's been a lot of fun. The Bear is a great bike, and the YSS shocks are a must-have on this motorcycle, I believe. The bike with its parallel twin, single overhead cam loader, puts out about 47 horsepower, about 42 foot-pounds of torque. That's about 57 newton meters. Wonderful 6-speed transmission. In stock form, it weighs 468 pounds, or about, wow, talk about bumpy, or about 218 kilograms. Believe it or not, this is a vast improvement over what we had. So how does the ride on this motorcycle compare to the standard Interceptor that I was riding earlier? For the most part, I'd say this bike with the YSS suspension is much smoother. We have made it to Erling, Iowa. There it is, by golly. How was the ride? Well, it was better than before, quite a bit better, a lot better. It was still rough. Mind you, the shocks have got about 150 miles on them is all. So they're not broken yet. And we're still trying to figure out how to adjust them out properly. I'll do some more adjusting. We're supposed to have some good weather next week. Tomorrow we're supposed to have rain. At the beginning of next week we're supposed to have a couple good days in the 70s. I'll take this thing out again and we'll do some more work on it. try to get her all worked out. The handling is superb, of course. It is far more comfortable than it was before. Are the shocks worth it? Absolutely, absolutely. Hey y'all, we just got back here to the Fuzzy Biker Garage. Had that little hot rod just zinging down the road today. Loads of fun. A couple 100 miles, not quite as many as I wanted to, but plenty enough. The old YSS shocks are working like a dream. They need to be adjusted in yet. We're working on that, getting it a little closer than before. It's much better than the stock shocks. I mean, just day and night difference. Moto Matt, he rode this thing and he said it was, he called it buttery compared to the original shocks. And he also has an Interceptor. And I rode his Interceptor, I rode this. I love the standard Interceptor. Anyway, he called it buttery, so must have been a good thing, right? Took it on all kinds of roads, did all kinds of neat stuff. And we also went to the Dunlop to Erling Road. And it was a rough road, even with these shocks, but it was so much better than the other. The other day when I rode it, it was just... Anyway, it was much better today. And the only difference really is this. So there's a lot of adjusting yet to do. And, you know, I've only got a couple 100 miles on them as of today. Today's the first real day of riding with them. Look at that finish. Isn't that cool? You can get these at baxtercycle.com. I'll put the link in the description of the video. I am just so impressed. It really made the motorcycle, really improved the motorcycle a lot. It still has the sharp handling, the nimble handling. It still, you know, turns left and right very well. It still does all of that neat stuff that it did in the high settings with the old shocks. But now it's bearable to ride. You know, it doesn't hit you hard on the roughest spots. It smooths those over. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It's a grand motorcycle. If you get a chance, get yourself down to Baxter Cycle and take one for a ride. You'll just love it. And these tires, so this has got, you know, I think I've got 13 or 1400 miles. Let's say 1300 miles on the bike. They are doing pretty darn good. You know, I expect the front one to do pretty well. The back one isn't doing too bad either, though. You know, we still got quite a ways to go on it. I wonder how long these will last. They're MRF brand. I don't think I've ever had MRF before, so we'll see how that holds up. As far as some of the other ads that we did, I put these Royal Enfield touring mirrors on there. Those have just been a big plus. Much smoother, much clearer at road speeds, you know, 75, 85 miles an hour. You can see crystal clear still behind you. Just way better than the stock mirrors. And then this is kind of cool. How much does that really help? Well, it looks good, and it keeps keeps the bugs off your instrument cluster, right? How much does it help the rider? Minimal, but I'm sure it does something for me. I wouldn't want to get caught in the rain and have to defend myself with that, right? Look at that. I'm starting to get this thing a little dirty, by golly. That's that 43 millimeter upside down fork. I think that's 5.1 inches of travel. That's 130 millimeters, 320 millimeter disc brake on the front. Check that out. Dual piston bi-brake caliper. That's a 190/19 on the front. So that's another thing. The Interceptor, the stock Interceptor that I rode today, that has an 18 and 18. 18 front, 8 in rear. This is a 19 on the front. And a little longer wheelbase. This felt a little more stable. You know, the longer wheelbase will do that. It isn't going to be as quick handling as far as, you know, like the Interceptor, I call that twitchy. Well, that's also got a lighter, that's got a shorter wheelbase and an 18-inch front tire. So that might add a little bit to that twitchiness. Nice thing about twitchiness is it moves quicker, right? Check that out. Isn't that just beautiful? I love the quality of these things. Just gorgeous. Easy to adjust. You just turn this. Look at that. Just like that. And then for this, there's a little lock screw, and I loosen that, and then you put this rod in there and just turn it to get this to go up and down. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Very good ad. Once I get it all adjusted in, I will put this bag back on here. I'll have that bag to use again. Other interesting difference was the shifter. The Interceptor shifter is much shorter, much closer to the foot peg. Little less distance between the gears. That may not sound like a big deal, but on that kind of a bike, you know, it's more important for that. On this kind of bike, you need room for your boot to fit. You know, it's a scrambler after all, right? Anyway, what a great day for motorcycle riding. If y'all are interested in a new or used Royal Enfield Triumph Classic British bike of any type, like that one, or that one, or something else. Need parts, accessories, thingamajigs, doodads, coats, jackets, helmets, gloves, socks and underwear. Get yourself over to Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Marne, Iowa, or go to baxtercycle.com. Tell those fine folks that Fuzzy Biker, that's me, sent you. It's a beautiful day out, my friends. It's after 6, but you know what? I think I'm going to do some evening bike riding. I think I'm going to eat some supper, hop on that bike, and go for a motorcycle ride. Hit like and subscribe, and if the weather's good where y'all are at, get out and ride, my friends. Wahoo!
Wahoo!
Wahoo!